Okay, what's up? So I will build today the backend part of to be done. Front end is already done, in the last video. I decide I will cover backend part in two videos, and this is the first video. If I will cover it in one video, then the video will too much longer. So first of all, I want to say something about data management system. I will use Isar package to storing data in local system. It's comparatively new for me and pub.dev as well. And let's see what should I do. How can we implement Isar DB database system? Okay. Then first of all, I build a class. I will call it Isar service. Then in the class, I have to instantiate the user db, right? For that, future, let type of future user. Okay, then I will call it db. This is our database, and I will instantiate later. Okay, then user service, and okay, then I give the value db. I am calling it db is a future type of user, right? So I will separate it, like I will call it like open db. Okay, now I will build it the function. The function is going to be of course user, future type of user, right? This type of this is the type, and I will call it open db. Okay, it's always of course asynchronous function. Then first of all, I need a directory to where I am that all the data will be saved. So for that, I will use another package called path provider and take the path of the application directory. Okay, so await it, get application documents directory. In that path, every data will be stored. Okay, then if user dot instance name dot is empty, if it is empty, then what should I do? Return await user dot open. I will open the user database. Okay, and in schemas, it's the types of schema type of dynamic. Actually, there are a bunch of schemas. I will work with it. Okay, what should be the directory? And it's a directory, so directory the path, I mean string type, so directory path. Okay, done. Then another property, there are a bunch of property here. Inspector, maximum size of maximum size, then name, then relax durability. So I will need inspector to inspect all these things, all the operation actually. Then finally there I should be return the future value. The value is user dot get instance. Okay, done. By the function I've user is opened. Okay, then the all operations is comes in front. First of all, that's called what is called CRUD operation, right? Create, read, update, and delete. Okay, I'll build it here. Of course, this is gonna be feature type of void add task. First, our first CRUD function is going to be create task. Okay, I'll call it add task, and of course async type. And what is the first task? First of all, I have to open the database. Okay, then the function, okay, it takes a task, right? Sorry, it's not task, it's maybe task model. Yeah, okay, then write transaction synchronous. Okay, write transaction synchronous. I will use this function that gives me Isar. Okay, then what should we do? Isar dot task models. Okay, oops, there should be given task model schema. Okay, and the task models, then I will put sync task. Done. What's the wrong? Put, okay, sorry. This is not going to be all. Put sync. Okay. I don't pass the whole list. I just pass one task, right? That's the case. Okay. Then the function is done. Add task. It will add the task. Okay, done. Then create. Then read. Right. Read task. Okay, how can I do this? I will create a stream type of list of tasks, right? Because whenever the task will edit it or some operation is happened, then immediately it catch the update version. That's the thing. So I will write it list of task model, and I will call it like get all task. Okay, then it will take the date because date is the main factor that the task is created for when, what is the date the task created. So I will need it to catch it the particular date, all the task for a particular date. So again I have to open or call the database. There should be a synchronous as well, should be a synchronous star actually, then database because it is a stream. So okay, then yield star, then Isar dot task models dot where I have to filter it, right? And filter should be task for equal to date. Okay, task for is the property of task model, right? The date time property. So I have to put it on here to check or filter the date. Then watch it. Why watch? Because it's a stream type, right? So I have to watch it every time, always. And there is a property called fire immediately. I will put it here because whenever the app is open, then all tasks should be there immediately, right? So that's why I will use fire immediately is equal to true. That's the case. Then the read task is done, read task function, then update operation, right? So update task. How can I do this? I think you get the point for now. How can I do this? It's of course future type of void, right? Then I will call it like edit task, and there are bunch. I will take bunch of required field, required parameter actually. Then required, let's say id, and required string, and this is going to be called title, and let's say required date time, let's say I will call it date, and of course it's going to be a synchronous function. And then first of all, again I have to call the database. I will call it Isar is equal to await db. Okay, done. I put it on a comma. Okay, what should I do? First of all, I have to catch the tasks, right? How can I do this? There is a id, and by using the id I will find only one task that is equal, that's id is equal to given id, this id. Okay, then task model type of null, because the given id it can be not equal to existing list of tasks id, right? So that's the case. So task model is going to be nullable. So I will call it task, and I will write the function. How can I do this? There should have a function to get the task, because reading task there is a stream, but I don't need it in here. So I will write another function type of future. Okay, that's going to be future type of, let's say, list of task model. Okay, and get tasks for that there have to be required from date, the particular date. It should be asynchronous. Then final Isar await db. Okay, done. Then what should I do? I should catch the task what I will edit. So how can we do this task model type of nullable, of course, because it can be null, right? So that's why I will put it nullable and I'll call it task. And how can I do this? Await Isar dot task models and get by id. Okay, done. I'll get one task. After that, when I get the task, then what should I do? Then task title is gonna be given title, right? And task created time should be date, given date. That's all about. The title should be this title and task for it should be given date. After that I have to write a transaction, right? User dot write transaction, and then user dot task models dot put the task. Done. The edit task function is done. Hopefully all of you are catch it well. After that, delete task. How can I do this? Of course, future type of void, because it doesn't return anything. Task, and should you have to require type of id, it have to take the id as parameter because I have to know what task should be deleted, right? Okay, then final Isar is equal to await db, and then again okay, Isar dot task models dot delete by this id. Okay, done. Delete task function is done. That's the CRUD operation: create task, reading task, updating, and delete, right? So I will put it this function in add daily task. It's totally normal stuffs, like there is a floating action button, I know, and after pressing the floating action button there pop up a dialog, and in the dialog is going to be alert dialog type, and in the dialog as a content there should given a column, and in the column as a children there are bunch of widgets. First of all there is a row, two children, one is add daily task, and second one is text button, but there are no function. It's just show the date, right? It just show the date, nothing else. Then there is a widget to pick the date. I used Cupertino date picker. By using Cupertino date picker, I pick the date. That's the case. Pick the date, and there after that there is a custom text field. That's it. Then there is a row of two buttons. One is cancel, that does pop the alert dialog, and after that there is a add task button. It will trigger the add task function, right? So for that function I will need a user service instance, so I will instantiate user service. Okay, done. Then this user service dot add task, the function is called, and after that the task model is given. Okay, done. Is complete. Property is going to be by default false, and task for should be date picker, Cupertino date picked task for, and title is going to be the title the user is written, and then the task type should be dt, that means daily task, right? Then that's the case. I will do the same in habitual task. I have to instantiate the user service called user service is equal to user service. Okay, that's the instance user service, and in here everything is as well as daily task, adding daily task function, but there is a task type of ht, that means habitual task. Then after the adding, pop up the pop function is called, and task for going to be datetime.now. That's the case. Okay, everything is good to go. Then there is edit task, of course, another. Then instantiate Isar service called Isar service is equal to Isar service. Done. And everything is, I will wrap up it here. In the init state, I will give it a title and task for, right? Okay. Then I have to, in there I have to rewrite task for, and in that text field I will rewrite title, and there is a cancel function and there is update function. So that's the case, it's not date time, it should call, okay, I will rewrite it. Edit task, there should be, have to given a id, and this going to be widget dot task dot id, and title should be task editing controller dot text, and date should be task for. Okay, done. Then everything is good to go. Then I will put it in here. There is a list view builder, right? And I have to wrap it with a stream builder, because every task should have to catch immediate. For that reason I need a stream builder, and first of all I have to instantiate again Isar service is equal to Isar service. Then what should I do? That's going to be called get all task, and if snapshot has data, if there is a data, then everything is going to be called. In the list view builder, this is going to be snapshot data length, and this is the task card. I will use a slidable package. There is a two slidable action, one is for edit and one is for delete. Okay, and that's the case. There have to be name parameter. There is no date. Okay, done. Okay, there is a function, another function is going to be task edit task status, because I have to, when I complete the task, then task status should be called, right? Edit the task. So I have to return another function in the update task portion. I will call it future type of void and edit task status. This take a id and as well as bool status, right? Going to be asynchronous. And then first of all I have to call the Isar db. Then I have to get the task Isar dot task models dot get by the id, and then task dot is complete going to be status. Okay, and then Isar dot write transaction going to be Isar dot task models dot put the task. Done. Okay, then I have to, it should, okay, then status. Okay, done. Edit task, then I will give it a id and a value. What is value? This comes from the checkbox, right? This is the checkbox. It, the value unchanged, what the value, then it gives it here. Okay, that's the case. Oops, what is the problem? Let's find out. Okay, everything is here, everything is good to go. In the main function there's no Isar service, or Isar service is equal to Isar service, right? Everything is super nice. What if I run and debug? Okay, what if I call first task and yeah, everything is good to go. What if I edit it? Yes, first task, let's edit it, update. Yes, then what if I call the first habitual task? Yes, edit. Yes, done. Let's say I will call the update. Yes. What if I delete it? Oops, there is a problem. What is the problem? wrap your code in Isar write transaction. Okay, there should be write transaction, then Isar dot task models dot delete by id. I will write the transaction wrong. Now if I delete it, yes, everything is super fine. So that's for today. We wrote all the functions to edit task and delete task, right? Yeah, everything is fine. Oops, what if it is completed? Yeah, if I check the box, then it's going to be checked. Everything is super fine. Okay, that's it for today. In the next video I will implement this function to show the color in the heat map, and as well as all task progress indicator value should be updated, right? So in the next video I will do it. Till then, take care, bye.